There's a massive thunderstorm coming through and it's just freaking crazy wind. Holy.
This is the biggest storm we've ever been in. This is going to get gnarly and off its head. Actually gone and done a spiteful poo in their toilet. Try to find this kung fu tree.
Chicken with peri peri peri.
Like, it only smells if you get like this close to it. A little bit gnarly. I wouldn't bring your nana with a false hip on it, but G'day turkeys, so we've just rolled into camp. We feel like bush turkeys at the moment. The camp that we're at is super special and we'll get into that in a minute why we think it's so special, but yeah, we just pulled up, we got our site. It's a massive grass site. We've absolutely lucked out. They're all like this, so pretty well. Massive grass sites everywhere you go. We've got toilets and stuff down there. This spot is called Killalea State Forest Campground, and this one's $34 a night, isn't it, Sarah?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and you get like massive facilities here. Like, we've got a grass site. It's insane. Sarah's just about to have a bit of beverage. Go on, have a sip. Don't let us stop you. Is that good water?
Yum. Alright, today's giveaway is around $100 worth of the Gums coffee. If you want to win, make sure you use the code word below. The code word is only going to be on the screen for about a second, so make sure you watch properly. Please, please, please be aware that there is scammers around. You'll be contacted via us, our account, Sarah and Keelan Travels on YouTube. We won't ask for any credit card details, nothing like that. This is free. So if you have any emails or comments from a random account, do not reply and just delete and block. But all the best. There's a massive thunderstorm coming through and it's just freaking crazy wind.
Everyone's stuff's getting blown around. This is the biggest storm we've ever been in.
They were trying to set up a gazebo.
Look at that. There's lightning. It's fucking off its head. We just pulled the awning in so quick because I could feel the ambient air just change, eh? It just got so dark. Look at that. This is gonna get gnarly. Holy shit, I'm freaking worried.
Back to our dinner.
Anyway, we got chicken Kievs for dinner. How's that view? Just watching the storm. Bit of lightning. Sarah's got her Pepsi.
Can't believe these people are actually setting up their Oz Travel gazebo.
Oh, big lightning. Let's see if we can get a lightning on camera. Come on, you bastard. Quick update, the lightning is probably every 5 seconds and we're almost getting solar charge off it. It's that bloody regular, and the thunder is just clapping harder than my butt cheeks after a cuzzer the night before, and yeah, it's pretty gnarly. Doesn't smell as bad as that, but yeah, I feel for these poor buggers in all these little tents and stuff, because yeah, like, this place isn't booked out during the week, and it's the weekend now, so it's just packed, and it's all the weekenders are out, and they're just getting absolutely smoked. I don't know if you can hear that thunder in the background, but she's a big storm. We'll be right. We're well insulated in this van, even though it's an aluminium frame, which is really conductive. But we've got rubber shoes on it, so it should be right. Hey, Sarah, we should get.
Why would you even say that?
Because I'm an electrician. I've got to think of these things. Anyway, we're going to sit here. There's just lightning just hammering.
Holy.
getting smoked. How does these people though? It's a new day here and we've come on an adventure. So one of the things that the area is renowned for is its rock pools. So we thought we'd come down and try to find a couple. So we've parked on the Bass Point car park and we've walked about 600 meters. We won't tell you exactly where we are, but we have found a sick little rock pool. This thing is super dreamy and yeah, we're gonna jump in for a dip because it's about 35 degrees today, so it's stinking hot. But check that out.
How good is that?
That's amazing. Crystal clear water. Oh, and there's fish in there too. There's a fish in there. Now, I wonder what's on the other side of that little ridge there. I'm gonna go check it out real quick, but this is killer. Today is an epic day, and what a beautiful piece of coastline this is. We are absolutely frothing.
Oh my God.
That one's even bigger.
Oh my God, that's so nice.
Look how deep it is.
So we went on Google Maps and we were trying to find all these spots, and I was saying to Keelan, oh, it'd probably look different on Google. She's probably edited the hell out of it, but she did not edit it.
We've been here one time too many. Wonder what will happen next. We both know that this ship's going down. Let's get off and leave before we drown. There's nothing left for us to say, 'cause we're see through. There's nothing left for us to say, 'cause we're see through. 'Cause we're see through. We promised that nothing would break us, that we'd always find a way. When all was said and dust had settled, something didn't feel
Water in my
the
ears.
same. We both know that
This place has honestly been so incredible. The whole process of finding it was a little bit tedious. Like, we went on Google Earth and we were trying to find all the rock pools in the area. So we kind of thought that we were going to stumble across some rock pools, but we were also like, this could be just the biggest failure ever. But to come across this one, like, it is next level. It's the best rock pool we've ever seen in our life. We came up to these first few and we're like, oh my God, these are so nice. And then Keelan's like, no.
This next one, yeah, this next one.
Unreal. It's seriously been so good. The water temp is that good, and it's 28 degrees, light breeze. Love New South Wales.
So I think we've had enough of swimming. My eyes are literally that freaking sore from opening my eyes underwater. The salt content in these rock pools is so much because obviously the salt gets trapped in it, and it honestly feels like it's probably 3 times the amount of salt as the ocean. So no doubt our eyes are going to be that red raw, but it's all
well,
worth
I
it.
don't open mine underwater.
Yeah, but it's been sick. I feel like a big prawn or a crab at the moment. I'm probably going to be that sunburnt, but it's so worth it when you find spots like this. And this one here is one of those spots where you don't see it on like YouTube before or anywhere else. Like, you've sort of got to come out and find these little gems. And like Sarah said, the process, we're on Google Maps like trying to find one, and then to actually come across it and discover it is pretty sick. So we're not going to tell you exactly where it is. We're just going to call it the secret rock pool. Is this incredible?
You're right.
I swallowed a fly. Cheeky bugger. He's in my lungs now. I hope he's having a good time. Yeah. so we've come down the road and we have come down Jamboree Road. And I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, Jamba who? I don't reckon anyone's thinking that. Anyway, we've shown you some really nice coastal spots. Now it's time to show you something a little bit different.
We are at Minanara Rainforest, something like that.
And it's beautiful, so it's crazy. This spot is so diverse. You can go coastal and then literally drive 10 minutes inland and you're in a rainforest. So
20 minutes.
20 minutes, put a bit of mail on that story. So we're going to check it out, but typical Sarah Keelan Travels fashion, not everything is going to plan.
No, we've driven in here and the waterfall walk is shut, so only the loop track is open, which is literally like a 1.5k walk, so it's like nothing.
However, we are not whinging, but it is disappointing when the thing you come in to do is shut and they didn't tell you. So we've paid $12 for parking.
It probably said on the website.
Yeah, anyway.
We didn't look.
So anyway, we're going to do this little rainforest walk. It's killer, but it's still beautiful today. And we're going to show you the diversity. And yeah, let's get into it. How cool is this habitat?
So beautiful. It's amazing.
There's a fair bit of photosynthesis is happening today. I can just feel it, smell it, hear it, all that jazz.
Oh yeah, feel that photosynthesis, boys. Yeah, we're getting it on.
But in retaliation to the national park shutting that that waterfall, because all is fair in love and war, I've actually gone and done a spiteful poo in their toilet. Can't complain about this. This loop track is absolutely phenomenal. And definitely come in and have a look, even if the falls are still shut. Alright, so fun fact, Minamara, Sarah, is actually an Aboriginal term to describe the phenomenon of having plenty of fish.
Yeah, right.
So that's what they call Minamara. So that is what's going on here. And don't know what fish they'd be referring to, maybe like trout or something in these little freshwater creeks, but beautiful.
So pretty.
How's the habitat? We've gone from beautiful rock pools to this
So good.
in the space of 20 minutes. That in itself is pretty spectacular. So you're probably wondering about the fauna in the area. Now, most of these plants don't know how to self-defend themselves. They haven't had any karate training at all, but there's this one specific tree that knows how to kick ass, and that is the stinging tree. Now, I haven't personally touched the stinging tree before, but apparently it's just like poison ivy. So
Where did you read that?
that's what the sign said.
It said it stings you.
Yeah, which is like poison ivy. So we're gonna try to find this kung fu tree and we'll show you, but
Keelan's gonna put his tongue on it.
I'll put my tongue on it. Oh, look at that big tree.
It's huge. So cool.
Reminds me of the Jungle Book.
And it's got like multiple trees wrapped around it.
Yeah, massive vine. Look at that size of this sucker. And it goes way up. So we found not only a stinging tree, but apparently the biggest stinging tree in the Minamara rainforest. Now it's this little sucker here, and it doesn't look like much, but I tell you what, it'll kick your ass. Now, let's just... Doesn't seem to be stinging me just yet, but we'll check back in about 30 minutes. But pretty cool how the plants can fight back, I reckon. That's badass.
Slow down, mama, why you talk so mean? Good Lord, Nashville, it ain't what it seems. Got nice clothes, late night shows, boogie down at the bar.
Oh yeah, what's for dinner?
We've got peri peri chicken burgers. We've got chicken with peri peri peri.
That's 3 Perrys. You can't have three.
Alright.
You can't have 3 Perrys. So yeah, go on.
Got
You were saying after you said Perry 3 times.
peri peris.
You did it again. What's wrong with
I
you?
need to eat some food. I'm a little bit delusional. Peri peri seasoning.
Wait, let me focus it on that. So this brand we're just trying out. Yeah.
The peri peri one and the chicken salt.
Chicken salt.
So good.
So on chips and stuff. So that's what we got there. But how good's this? What a fantastic day looking at rock pools and rainforests. And to come back and smash something that looks a little bit like that. Wow, there it is, focused. Have some peri chicken and some more peri. Thank you for my beautiful dinner. Thank you, beautiful girlfriend.
That's okay.
So good. Better than KFC. Healthier. Oh, I got some on my face. Go on.
Alright, so we've had a few questions about the compost already, and to be honest, we cannot give a great review on it just yet because we haven't used it for long enough. We've only emptied it once. We want to empty it a few times before we come to you guys and let you know our honest opinion. But until this day, we were like, oh, they're so great. Like, we've been using it for over 3 weeks. We didn't have to empty it at all. However, we ran into a little bit of strife. I looked on the inside of it and like the compost section was a bit mouldy. So I was like, oh, that can't be right. And I was Googling, trying to find out, and it meant there was too much moisture in there. So
runny poos, runny bog.
So I was checking the fan. I was putting my ear up against it. I'm like, the fan's not working. I got Keelan to get the multimeter out.
And pause. We haven't been doing any runny bogs, so that's not why it's been mouldy. But yeah, anyway, continue.
Yeah, so he was checking the fan. He's like, Sarah, there's no power to the fan. I'm thinking, oh my god, like the toilet is broken already. Here we go. And all it was.
So Urban's put the fan on a switch, and we didn't realise. We were like, what's this switch for? And we just had it off.
I thought it was for a light outside or something. So I was like, oh, we'll just flick that off. So we've had the fan off to the toilet the whole time.
Yeah. So this little cable here. That's your fan cable, and then that's your extractor ducting there. So that pretty much pulls out the cuzzer smell out your toilet and puts it out through the ground there. That's all sealed and stuff, but that fan wasn't on, so yeah, it wasn't really exhausting that well.
But to be honest, it didn't smell that bad. Like, everyone's been asking about the smell, and it's actually not bad. Like, it has a musky smell. I'm not going to say it smells like roses, like, because it does smell like your shit and
but only if you get like, it only smells if you get like this close to it, like that. It doesn't smell that good if you're that close, but from here, like, I'm probably a meter away, you can't smell it. So yeah,
and
anyway,
when it's shut, like, you can't smell anything. But yeah, it did start to have like a bit more of a weird smell when you were using it, and I was like, oh, that doesn't smell right. So yeah, we've solved the mystery. We're
going to be doing a review on this one, and it's going to be a very inappropriate review. Inappropriate for a few reasons. One, we've never owned one, so this is our first one. And two, we are very immature people, and we think fart jokes are really funny. So it's probably going to be very immature, but pretty much we're going to be testing it like any of you would and making mistakes along the way. So it'll be a very in-depth review, and one that you could probably listen to because we haven't been doing it right this whole time. So, and if we're not doing it right and it still doesn't smell, hey, it's probably a pretty good product. Anyway, I've chatted too long. Let's get into an activity.
So we've come out fishing and it was an absolute fail. We've been sitting here for about 40 minutes and not even one single bite, but we've got a much better plan now. What we're going to do is we're going to take our platter over to that hill over there, and it's actually a dog park. So we're going to pretend that we're eating a platter, but really the dogs are going to come over to us.
It's strategic, yeah, because we got food. They'll come sit and want some food, and we get to pat them. So that's our plan.
It's really riveting stuff.
But we're really struggling on the East Coast. Don't get us wrong, we bloody love the joint, and look at the colour of the water. How could you complain with that? But just the sheer amount of people, and we don't film around people, so that's our issue. We can't really film YouTube videos because it's just so packed.
It's just awkward. Like, there's no way we're getting the bloody GoPro out in front of people.
And you guys don't want to see like mundane stuff like us going to a caravan park and like walking around suburbia getting coffees. Like, that's all we've been doing because there's no bush camps and stuff around here. Well, not as many, so.
And the bush camps are full, so there's just...
So our morale is a little bit down. We're not complaining, but it's just a lot different to the West Coast. So
we're missing home. We are a little bit homesick.
That's right. So we'll go pat some dogs, see if that makes us feel better. We're not weird. We're not weirdos. Alright, so we didn't get to pat any dogs, unfortunately. They were all a bit shy, but we've come back to the van. We're going to do a bit of work today. The weather's sort of turned it a bit shit, but I thought I would show you guys some of the spots we've been to that we haven't shown on the YouTube. However, I think it's important we tell you about these spots because they are really beautiful. So We last time we saw ya, we were down sort of Mystery Bay area, so we stopped in Narooma, which was absolutely beautiful. We went to Bermagui, Bateman's Bay. We also did Jervis Bay. When we went to Jervis Bay, we got smoked by a big storm system, so we didn't film that. But all these spots are mint, like perfect spots. Highly recommend them. And we stopped in Ulladulla, and we've actually got a friend there called Darrell and our good mates Emma and Danny from Lifestyle Lap, and I'll throw a few surfing clips in now. This is some of the stuff we get up to, so if you want a full in-depth view at our life and what we do on a daily basis, go follow our Instagram, because we literally post every spot. We don't film every spot with the YouTube, but Instagram you see literally every spot we go to. So I'll throw some surfing clips now of Ulladulla. Danny did an awesome job on the drone, and it's some of my favourite surfing clips. The waves just turned it on at this spot. I'm not going to tell you where because it's a secret, but yeah, I thought I'd let you know where we've been. And we are doing the whole coast, and we're moving very slow. So yeah, anyway, roll the clips. Alright, so unfortunately we had to leave that site, even though the weather has turned it on today. It always happens when you're leaving, but we're heading down the road here to Bully Beach. So we've been on the M1, we're heading up the coast, and we've pulled off here because this one is apparently a really nice spot. And the reason we are here is to show you an iconic New South Wales road that I'm very excited to see.
I've literally been waiting for this the whole time we've been doing this trip. I've got so many photos of this spot saved. It is amazing.
Yeah. Well, we won't tell you yet. You'll have to wait and see.
And I drove the car and van for the very first time. It was only for like 1 kilometre, but I've done it now. I've ticked it off. It actually wasn't too bad. It was pretty easy.
So pretty well is if you guys see the drone go up and we're moving, that means I'm not driving. We're about to pass Cadell Evans here. He's bloody cyclist on the road. There we go, straight past him. But yeah, so Sarah had a bit of a drive, and she was very impressed about how Leroy pulls. So yeah, as we hit a speed bump at 40 k's now. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking. Yeah, we're going to show you this spot. Alright, we're just cruising through. So we've set up at the Bully Caravan Park thing over there. And now we've come to this notorious spot. Now you can probably hear cars, which might give it away, but you've got to navigate this crazy little jungle track. And yeah, it's like a little rainforest in here. This is definitely not a tourist attraction. This is a goat track off the side of the highway. So yeah, no protection here. So if you do come here, make sure you be careful because you are on the side of a cliff. So, oh, there's another clue as well. We're on the side of a cliff. So show you how steep it is. It's freaking steep.
Looks like someone's come in and put all ropes and stuff in.
Yeah.
That is so steep, wow.
Oh, I think we've made it. Oh, sick. How cool is that? Woo.
Wow.
Holy shit.
That is unreal.
If you didn't work it out 1 hour at the Seacliff Bridge, and it is a engineering feat, how the hell they built this thing, I have no idea. That's definitely out of a Sparky's pay grade, but it's just insane, like to be here and see it. You see so many photos of it, and to finally be here is super cool stuff. Definitely recommend it. The walk wasn't that bad, a little bit gnarly. I wouldn't bring your nana with a false hip on it, but yeah, awesome spot. Alright, here we go. We're on the famous Seacliff Bridge. It looks insane. It's so unorthodox. The feeling of driving with water over both sides of you. This place is incredible.
Well, that was another bucket list ticked off our bucket list.
Woo!
Another item ticked off our bucket list. That was absolutely amazing. It was so beautiful.
I definitely stood under what you said then.
Honestly, that's what looks exactly how it looks in the photos. Like, yeah, it's really, really beautiful, and we highly recommend doing that one. It is only like 1 kilometre. But still, you can drive back and forth. Yeah. We did it like 6 times.
Yeah, we filmed it a few times, then we're like, we want to soak this in, so we drove it again. But how sick is that? Now we're off to Sydney. Now, we've heard some things about Sydney. I could be wrong, there's some rumours. We won't tell you what they are. You'll have to tune in next time. We'll tell you the rumours about Sydney. But we're going to go look at the Sydney Harbour Bridge. That's a massive one for us.
I actually climbed it when I was 16, and I asked Keelan if he wants to climb it now.
Dunno.
He said no.
Yeah, I don't know about that. We'll see. We'll see when we get there, but we're not too sure if we're going to film it. One thing's for damn sure though, we're going to the Sydney Opera House, and I'm going to test out these big girthy lungs of mine. I've been called the songbird of my generation. Not many people have heard my voice, but the ones that have heard it think that I'm a cross between Jesus and Fergie. That's my voice, so I'm a bit of a big deal, and we're going to give it a whirl. This is like a little thing that I wrote myself, but this is pretty much what I'm going to sing at the Opera House. Body, body, boo. Quando vivo solo sueno horizonte fatto. Is that good?
I think everyone just feels sorry for me.
Anyway, thanks heaps for watching, guys. If you're wondering, the easiest way to support us is literally hitting that red button down below. It's free to do. Keeps us on the road making these, well,
really weird videos.
I was going to say fun, but it's fun for us. Hope you guys had fun watching it. That's the aim of the game. Have as much fun as possible. Life's short, so don't take it too seriously, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.